This just in.
Jay White II, this just in NFL Week 9 review. Let's go ahead and start with the Green Bay Packers at the San Francisco 49ers. The Packers are now 6-2 and the Niners 4-5 after this one. The Packers beating the Niners 34-17, and it really seemed even better than that for the Packers. There at the end, they went ahead and let Rodgers sit. They put in their backup quarterback, and the Niners were able to score a quick one there at the end before the time ran out. So it, ended up being 17. But again, the Packers with 34 over the Niners, big time in this one. A great game for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. 49ers just riddled with injury. I think the stat line on offense was 8 injured Niners on just the offensive side of the ball. 8 of them from last year's championship game against the Packers until now. This last Thursday's game were not playing. Obviously, one of the most notable one, Jimmy Garoppolo, questionable as to will he even return with the 49ers moving forward. Of course, on the defensive side, you got Bosa. Don't forget about Kittle back on the offensive side. You had a bunch of linemen that were out. Deebo Samuel was also out. So the Niners with a slew of injuries and problems. They're trying to just get through the season, and for them to be at 4-5 right now and kind of still in the mix is a big surprise. Denver at Atlanta. Denver 27, the Falcons 34, and the Falcons just able to hold on and win this one at home. The Falcons will now move to 3-6. The Broncos will move to 3-5. And I thought the Broncos would have won this one. I took the Broncos to win this one, but that didn't happen. I thought, on the road, how Denver's quarterback, Drew Lock, could not win. Usually he could play better when it's in a dome. So I thought that he had that going for him. But again, Broncos just weren't able to pull this one off, and Atlanta was able to hold on to the win. Seattle at Buffalo. This was a surprise. I took Seattle. And Buffalo, just from the get, had the game won. They had Seattle's number. Russ couldn't get cooking. Buffalo early, just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Ended up being 44-34. So Buffalo, the Bills will go to 7-2. The Seahawks will move to 6-2. The Chicago Bears at the Tennessee Titans. Coming into this one, the Bears were 5-3, so losing this one 17-24 to the Titans. They'll drop down to 5-4. The Titans will move to 6-2. I took the Titans in this one. I was happy with the Titans winning this one. It was one of those close games. I think the Bears are just struggling on offense, especially is what their worry is right now. Tennessee able to tighten things up and come out with the win here. The Baltimore Ravens at the Indianapolis Colts. The Ravens 24, the Colts 10. The Ravens are now 6-2. The Colts will drop to 5-3. I took the Ravens to win. I got this one right. You start to really feel for Phillip Rivers. And I seen a statistic here just a minute ago that the Colts have like 90 plus million waiting for him in cap space next year, which tells me this: Phillip Rivers, compared next to 3 other teams, the Patriots, the Jets, and the Jaguars, has no other casting members surrounding him. The flack that's going on Rivers right now, this guy is doing a great job. They have a great record for where they're at and for what they're have accomplished, for what's surrounding Phillip Rivers. I didn't realize it was slated so much. The cards were so against Phillip Rivers. But and again, these guys haven't had a lot of time together, right? With the pandemic that had been going on. So besides what little time they have had, not much in the off season together, trying to work, and get things together for this season. Surprising that the Colts are where they are. The Carolina Panthers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Panthers almost pulled off a victory, but they didn't. Chiefs were able to hold on there at the end. Carolina Panthers go from 3-5 to 3-6. Chiefs will move from 7-1 to 8-1. I took the Chiefs to win this one, and they're at the end. They're that long field goal. I thought it had a shot of going in, but it went wide right, I believe. And the Chiefs ended up winning. Christian McCaffrey had a big game, receiving and rushing. Patrick Mahomes did very well, of course. Some great play calling as well for the Chiefs. Just the way they can execute is just amazing, and all those things added together, they got out of there with a win at home. The Detroit Lions moved from 3-4 to 3-5 after a loss to the Vikings. The Vikings beating the Lions 34-20. The Vikings now 3-5, and you have to like what the Vikings have been able to do and hold things together, especially offensively. And the Lions, it's been hard for them. Matthew Stafford on and off the list because of everything that's going on with the pandemic, and then injury on and off in this game, but they just weren't able to win this one. The Vikings able to come through with the win. The New York Football Giants at the Washington Football Team. The Giants able to come out with the win. They'll now be 2-7. Washington will drop to 2-6. 23-20, the Giants over the Washington Football Team in this one. Alex Smith coming in for a hurt Kyle Allen, who hurt his ankle, and Alex Smith able to throw a touchdown in this game. I believe he has been able to come in twice this year now and come in very well. So kudos to Alex Smith on what he's been able to do, even though the Washington Football Team didn't come out with a win in this one. The Houston Texans barely beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll move to 2-6 now. The Jaguars will move to 1-7. The Texans beating the Jaguars in this one 27-25. Las Vegas Raiders 31. The LA Chargers 26, losing to the Raiders 31-26. Vegas is now 5-3. LA Chargers now 2-6. Pittsburgh Steelers almost losing to the Dallas Cowboys. They're 8-0 now for the first time in franchise history. 24-19, they beat the Cowboys. So Dallas will drop from 2-6 to 2-7, and just amazing that the Cowboys were even in this one. It almost seemed to me that the Steelers may have been looking ahead and didn't even really, think that this was going to be much of a game. But Dallas giving them a run for their money and almost stole one here. Hopefully, the Steelers will lose at least one game in the regular season this year. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, and speaking of the Miami Dolphins, 34-31 over the Cardinals. The Dolphins are now 5-3. The Cardinals will drop to 5-3. And Tua versus Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray had a great outing, but Tua had the better team. Tua is not only a rookie, so a little bit younger, but just I think has a lot more going for him right now. This team and the two starts that he's had has been really great. I hope he can continue going this next week against the Chargers. But overall, loving how this defense, the special teams, and offense is playing for the Miami Dolphins. All phases of the game clicking right now for the Miami Dolphins. The New Orleans Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What happened, Tom Brady? What happened? You looked terrible. Dropping to 6-3 now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bronconeers. And the New Orleans Saints will improve to 6-2. Just unbelievable, that game. I couldn't believe some of the interceptions I saw Tom Brady just throw up there. Just not something you usually see out of Tom. Not sure what happened. This was a big deal, too, because now that the Saints have beat them twice this year, if they have the same record, that's a tiebreaker. So, that may come back to haunt the Bucs. Still yet to be seen. It may not. So, they may still win outright. Okay. The New England Patriots 30. The New York Football Jets 27. The Jets dropped to 0-9. The Patriots able to hang on and win and advance to 3-5. Monday Night Football was okay. It was a good game. It, proved to still be interesting there all the way till the end. And then the Patriots were able to click off a win. I didn't think they would be able to. I did pick them to win. But, hey, was glad that it was at least a game. And, for one that, was touted as to be something boring, it actually wasn't. It ended up being a little interesting up until the end. So, there you go, NFL Week 9 review. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Jay White II, this just in. All right, till next time, I'll have my NFL Week 10 picks out here soon. Here probably tomorrow. All right, guys. Later. Bye.